Hi guys, it's Sarah again. I'm recording my third voiceover for this video, which I'm scheduling in advance. I haven't seen the comments yet for the first one that I did that would have gone live a week or so ago. So if you're not really enjoying this voiceover thing, well, you know where the mute button is. So today we're doing a ribbon pour, and the paints and colours that I'm using are as follows: Winsor & Newton Ivory Black, Titanium White, Silver, Permanent Alizarin Crimson, and then a PBO Studio Acrylic Iridescent really violent Violet Blue, which is the really bright pink looking one, second cup in from the left there, the one I'm just putting in now. All of the paints are mixed with Liquitex pouring medium and a little bit of warm water. If you watched my video last week, you'll know why I don't use an exact recipe. I don't measure anything. Roughly, for my Winsor & Newton paints, there's around probably 30% Liquitex pouring medium added and about 20% water on top, so that it's 50% paint, 50% other. The PBO Studio acrylic paints are slightly thinner, so that probably had maybe 20% pouring medium and 15-20% water, not sure. As you can see, I've layered everything in the cup quite carefully. I don't want all the colours to mix in the cup. And today I'm using quite a big canvas. I think this is a 24-inch by 16-inch. Not enough paint on my canvas, so fortunately I still have more paint left in the cups. I don't do ribbon pours very often, but I've got a couple coming up over the next week or so. So I'm not brilliant yet at getting the right amount of paint down on the canvas for these. They've all worked out pretty well though, so. This video, like all of my videos, is sped up. I don't play any of my videos at single speed, with the exception occasionally of when I do the close-up view when I finish pouring, as I kind of walk the camera over the painting. I sometimes do that in single speed, but even that is usually 1 1/4 or 1 1/2 times the speed. So here we go, starting the tilt. So bear in mind this is sped up. This is playing at 1.5 times the speed. So I'm moving it around relatively slowly and just trying to get the majority of the canvas covered before I start actually tilting any paint off of the edges. There's plenty of paint on there now. There probably was plenty of paint when I did the first cut, but I had some big gaps in the middle and they're quite difficult to fill in when you start tilting without losing too much paint off of the sides whilst you're trying to wait for it to fill over those gaps. I really like working with PBO's DYNA paints, the colour shift, the iridescent paints, especially the blue black, which I haven't used in this one, but I just think it's a really beautiful colour. Changes so much when you move it around in different lights. And this one does too. You'll see, particularly when it's dried, the violet blue, it just comes out really, really blue in some areas, that it's not looking blue at all in this wet shot here. In the still coming up in a minute, you'll see a really good shot of the blue tone. See at the top on the right. But then in the last picture, where we come at it from a different angle, there's no blue showing. Just looks sort of darker pink purple. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video and I will see you next time.